Hey guys, how you doing? Uncle Bob Connor here once again with another video, and today we're going to be looking at the Transporter movie DVD collection, which consists of 4 films. Obviously mostly starring Jason Statham, or the Stafe, as he's known as. So obviously the first ones, or the first couple that I've got DVD copy, is Transporter 2 movie collection, which is obviously the first 2 films that I've got. I have a box set, but just the first 2 films, obviously starring Jason Statham, and then both films are on one disc on this version, so you just get 2 films. It comes up on the menu, and you just choose what movie, rather than having 2 separate discs. But that's the version of that. And obviously the first one is really good. I really like it. Seen it so many times over the years. I think it's almost like, what, 20 years old now, or maybe like 21 years old. So it's gone quite quick since it came out. But I think, when it came out, it was pretty good. A lot of people saying it was better than Triple X and Bond and that, but not sure about Bond, but certainly I think it was better than Triple X. It was really good. It wasn't too long, it wasn't too short, it was pretty good. I like the story, I like the action. Jason's really good in it. I like the fight sequences, and I think it's planned out quite well during the film. Nothing's rushed. Goes from one, action scene, and then it's a bit of a calm down, and then I don't think nothing's rushed. Or I will say I think the ending's a bit rushed. Seems a bit rushed, going through it, but I think it could have been a bit more pacey and just a bit slowed down a bit. But other than that, I think it's generally alright. The action, I really like the action scenes and stuff, and it's pretty good, and I've seen it quite a few times. Obviously Transporter 2 is pretty good. I think it's a lot more fast paced than the first. However, it's not better than the first, I don't think. And I think it's a bit too short. I think it could have been about 10 or 15 minutes longer, but that's just my thing. I think it is a bit, don't get me wrong, I think it is good action, it's good, majority, and the action is good, but I think it's not really a lot of time, breathing space, one scene after another. The action, it just seems to, be not long for the next action scene. I think you need a bit of time, maybe 15 minutes just to calm down period, and then before the next thing. It seems just a bit too fast paced and rushed, and then before you know it, it's all over. So I think 10 or 15 minutes extra, and it would have been alright. But I think the action that most of the action that does happen is pretty good, and Jason is on form again and just delivers, and pretty good. But it's not better than the first. I wouldn't have said. First one is better. But yeah, that's the second one, and then obviously the third one, Jason back again, third and final time. And yeah, I really do like this. I don't have any issues with this really at all. I think it's a really awesome film, really, and I'd say this is the second best one out of the four films. To be honest, it's got the perfect time, really. It's about an hour, just over an hour and a half, I think it is. So it's perfect length, really. It's not too short, it's not too long. It just works out, it's just about right. So the length is good, and I like the storyline. The action is really, really good. Great scenes. Jason is great. And I think it's set out, get the moments where it's obviously the action, but you get the calm down moments. It's, where you can relax for a while until the next thing happens. And I think it sets out, quite well over the course of the film. And yeah, I really, really like it. Certainly one of the best action films, I think, when it came out at the time, so it's pretty strong and good. And yeah, that's pretty much the third one. It's got special features on the third one, making of and that. I mean, I don't really watch a lot of the special features, to be honest. I mean, I might see what's on there. I mean, like deleted scenes and extras and stuff I'll check out, but yeah, as I say, it's generally all pretty strong. Don't think it has any weaknesses, to be honest. I don't think. I think only the downside is obviously it's Jason's last one, obviously in the Transport series. I would like to see him come back in another one if they did another one, but that's the only downside, really. Time's good, the story's good, action's good, it's pretty solid. Then obviously the fourth one, Transporter Refueled, which doesn't star Jason. It stars Ed. I'm not sure if this is the right pronunciation, but Ed Skrein. But I think he's been in a few things. So obviously there's Transport the series. Oh yeah, he's in Deadpool, isn't he? He's the I think he's the villain, isn't he? But anyway, obviously not as good as Jason, but I'm quite a big fan of Jason and most of his films. So I can't say that he's better. But not just that, I don't think he's better anyway. I think Jason's much better. But he does a good job for what he does. It's not bad. It's just not better. And this I don't think came out of the cinema. I think it came straight to DVD, I believe. It wasn't a big blockbuster hit, not what I recall. I remember seeing it on DVD and then I just bought it when it came out. I think it came out 2015, I think it was. Obviously they make them before they're released, because it takes them a while to make them, like a couple of years before. But yeah, 2015 it was coming out. Yeah, and I just saw it in the shop and just got it straight away, because obviously I like the films. But yeah, oh yeah, and it's from the producer of the Taken trilogy, that does those fast-paced action type stuff. Yeah, and basically the film is, well, yeah, I mean it's not a massive blockbuster, and it's not better than the other Transport films. I'd say the least out of them, but it's all right. So it's not the best, but it's all right, I think the length is all right. I don't think there's any issue there. doesn't need to be longer than about an hour and a half-ish. So no issue there. It's not too short, I don't think. I mean, the story's alright. It's not bad. I mean, the action's pretty good for what it is. And then there's cool down periods after the action. I don't think there's much. I don't think it's too rushed. I don't think the ending's too rushed. It's set out quite well, which is all right, you know. So, you know, it doesn't have any downsides other than the fact it's just not as good as the others. Well, that's just my opinion anyway. Maybe some people will like it better than the others, but you know, just only that fact. But it doesn't have any issues really, other than it's just not as strong as the others. You know, there's no issue with the time or the actual action. The action itself is pretty good, I think. You know, no issues there. It's pretty good all the way through, and the action's good, and that's about it really. So there you go, that's the Transporter films. I mean, I don't know if they're making any more, I haven't looked into it. I know you've got to do a lot of research and stuff with these type of films, but there's just so many, isn't there, like, you know, movies. But I mean, I'm always trying to keep up with all the latest films, you know. Then obviously you've got to keep searching. I mean, most of the stuff's involving searching, you know, seeing when there's going to be another film and if there is one out, and then sometimes you miss stuff, and yeah. But I mean, I'm always on Google all the time, you know, looking for when's the next film coming out and if there is a next one out, and you know, spend so much time searching and sorting stuff out. It takes up a lot of time, you know, but you know, it's all right. It's not the best action franchise that's there, but it's all right, you know, because Dave's in it. So that's pretty much it. So hope you guys enjoy this video. Feel free to leave any comments, thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get all the latest videos and notifications. And yeah, and that's about it. So cheers guys, and see you soon on the next video. Take care for now. See you.